Hi everyone, Nina here. Huge OTA changes have been announced for Marvel Snap and they should be live any minute now. There are a total of 5 changes coming this week, including an update to a starter card, which I'm super excited about. I'll be going through all of the changes and giving you my thoughts on all of them. First of all, one of the most hated cards at the moment is being changed. Spider-Man is going from 4-3 to 5-4, with the text remaining the same. This change is pretty significant for high evolutionary lockdown decks because you can no longer play Spider-Man on 5 and benefit from floating the energy. So if you play Spider-Man on 5, your Cyclops will not activate and you will not receive a buff for your Hulk that turn. The change from 4 energy to 5 also means you cannot play Spider-Man on turn 4 into Professor X on 5, which doesn't happen too often at higher ranks, but it can be quite frustrating with locations like Avengers Compound. I can see Spider-Man still being played in standard lockdown decks. For example, my Nebula lockdown deck that I got to Infinite with last season. I'll leave a link above me right here. He probably won't be played in high evolutionary lockdown decks anymore. Second change this week, and this is a big one, is to Beast. He's going from 2-2 to 3-4 with the text remaining the same. Beast is a staple in bounce decks and combination bounce decks such as bounce and move, and it's almost always played over Falcon because of his energy reducing effect. Combined with cards like Kitty Pryde and Hitmonkey, Beast can enable some insane power on turn 6. This change does mean that you will not be able to play Kitty Pryde and Beast on 3, so you have to think a little bit harder to set up your Beast lane and turn. The earlier you'll be able to play Kitty Pryde and Beast will be turn 4, which means you have one less turn of Kitty costing 0 energy. But the increase in energy is supplemented by an increase in power, which is nothing to scoff about. Third, we have a change to the Hood, who went from 1 energy minus 1 power to 1 energy minus 3 power, with the text also staying the same. I'm not sure how much of a nerf this change is because most decks that play the Hood have ways of neutralizing his minus power, be it destroying it with Carnage or buffing it with Bass. However, if you like to play clogging decks and give your opponents little presents with Viper, this change is actually a buff to that deck. I don't see this change affecting the Hood that much, to be honest. Next, we have a buff to Rogue, who went from 3-1 to 3-2 with her text remaining the same. I really like this change because Rogue is not played a lot, even though her ability can be game winning in many cases. The devs have said that they were surprised to see Rogue perform poorly even in Silver Surfer decks, so hopefully this slight bump in power will change that without having her become too strong, and also include into every deck like it happened with Enchantress when she was buffed to 4-6. Finally, and I'm so excited about this, we have a change to one of the OG starter cards, Medusa. Her base cost and power remain the same, but her ability has been buffed to, on reveal, if this is at the middle location, +3 power instead of the old +2 power. I love this change and I really hope that we see more Medusa being played. A new staple to Cerebro 5, anyone? I'm especially excited because I have a super cool variant of Medusa that I get to use now. I think the last time I saw Medusa being played was during the tourney that Felicity organized, where only female character cards were allowed. This change will allow her to compete with other strong 2-drops. You can now match the power of Lizard and Silk, which very few 2-drops can boast about. Overall, I'm very happy about the changes. I think most of them were warranted and I'm excited to see how they'll shake up the meta. The Spider-Man and Beast changes will be felt the most by people who play those cards, but I'm sure players will adapt quickly. Personally, I'm most excited about the Medusa change. It's always nice to see a starter or a Series 1 card being revived with a small change or a new card, like what happened with a lot of cards when High Evolutionary was released. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new here, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel, and as always, please try to interact with the video in any way, be it a like or a comment for the YouTube algorithm. And I'll see you next time. Bye!